Hey guys, I'm going to be doing a kind of like a book talk thing. Like I mentioned, sorry, I'm trying to get there we go. Um, and I mentioned in a book haul that I did that I was going to start doing like book talks, such as like Black Letters 21, and I'm going to start it off with like three books that I've read in the past week or two or something, or I don't even know. And they're not like they're not the only three books. They're just three books that I really liked. And the one that I'm reading now, and I'm halfway through with. So yeah, first book I'll just kind of summarize and rate is Beastly by Alex Flynn, and I don't know if Alex is a guy or a girl. I'm assuming it's 50, but because it's like a romance novel. Yeah, it's a female. So basically, it's a modern day Beauty and the Beast. So this guy in the story, he's described more as a furry guy with claws and stuff. Um, but obviously, he doesn't look like that. And that girl is described as much more dorky. And he kind of gains like this crush on her, even though he's and like um, described before his transformation as like a really hot, popular guy who's kind of a douchebag. And that's why he's changed into this beast. And, okay, first of all, I think I should do a tutorial on this look because her eyeshadow is really cool. It's like dark, medium, and then light, and then she's got like totally dramatic lips and stuff. And it's just like the only thing that stands out in the whole book cover, I mean. And, yeah. But so basically her father breaks into his beast form's garden, and he says that he will spare his life if he gives up his daughter for him to like just have as a friend. And yeah, and then the daughter ends up like they end up kind of falling in love, and then yeah, yeah. And it ends up being too late for him to be like they end up kissing when it's like too late for him to turn back, and but he ends up turning back anyways. I read it in like a day. It was really good. And so I would rate it out of 10 because I like more numbers. 10. So then there is the Sarah Dessen book, and it is um, this girl who she basically changes each of her lives just to fit some kind of like personality. And her original given name is McLean, but her mom said that if she wanted a normal name, she could be Elizabeth. So each like new state she lives in, because her dad moves a lot for his work, she's got like a new version of Elizabeth as her name, like Liz, Eliza, Beth, etc. Um, and then she like changes her personality to whatever. And and there's also like another weird name, Lisbeth. Yeah, there's also Lisbeth. And then in her new town, she's just like McLean. Like she's like her regular self, not on purpose. It's because people keep calling her McLean. She was going to be Liz. And it's almost like she's got like different personalities, but she's really one girl. And then she falls in love with this guy. And it's kind of just a book you have to read. I love and it's called What Happened to Goodbye by Sarah Dessen. And all her books are awesome. I have read all of them. This is her newest one. Go pick them up. My favorites were Lock and Key, Just Listen, and Along for the Ride. And and like The Truth About Forever. And this one was pretty good too. And they're like all back there. So most of them I own. Just Listen was probably one of my favorites. And Lock and Key. I think that those were really good. Yeah. And then there is The Anti-Prom by Abby McDonald, and this one I finished Thursday. And I'll read the inside thing. It says, popular girl Bliss Marino is ready to have the perfect prom. But when she catches her boyfriend making out with their best friend in the back of the limo, she only has one thought: revenge. Bad girl Jolene Nelson is the last person anyone expected to see at prom. Sorry. Yeah, here she is dressed in pink ruffles and feeling like a fool for believing he would actually show up. Meg Rose Zuckerman is ready to stop being a wallflower and start experiencing life firsthand. But when a date stands her up, she finds herself on the outside yet again. Three unlikely allies team up for a night of rebellion, romance, and revenge in this high-stakes dramedy from acclaimed young author Abby McDonald. And then here is Jolene, the bad girl in pink ruffles. Here is Meg in a classic dress. And here is Bliss. And here's the back. The guys in my science class were staring at the girls' butts. And yeah. Anyways, for the actual book, I thought it was a pretty good book. I'd give it like, so this one is, I think, 8 out of 10, and I just feel it's not like maybe more of like a 9 out of 10, because it's not like 100%. This one I'd give like 8 out of 10, 7 maybe. More like 8, 7.5, 8. Yeah. Because it was definitely like a good book, but like there were some parts of it that were kind of stupid and like, yeah. Like Bliss Marino she's just like that stereotypical popular girl. It's kind of stereotyping a lot. And while it was a pretty good book, I mean, honestly, there's just some concepts on it. It was just so stereotypical, it was like overwhelming. So, yeah. And then the one I'm reading now, 13 Little Blue Envelopes. I have not finished it, and I was a little, at first I like read the back, and I thought it was going to be, it's like, how do I explain it? It's like a good book, you know? But I thought, because it's kind of a confusing book, like her dead aunt has these letters and like they send her on a wild goose chase or something. And I got kind of attached to this character because like here it says, because of envelope 4, Guinea and a playwright slash thief slash bloke about town called Keith go to Scotland together, which with somewhat disastrous though utterly romantic results. And I thought that him and her were gonna like be like this couple for like the rest of the book, and they looked like it was going to be, but then all of a sudden she left him and stuff, and then ended up like hooking up with this, or like trying to hook up with this guy named Beppy or something from Rome, and he ended up only wanting to get in her pants, and it was kind of confusing. And yeah, so this one is definitely like a 7, 6.5 so far. I don't know, maybe it'll end up in the end Keith and what's his face get back together, but so far hasn't really happened. Well, hold on, because she goes back to London, which is where Keith lives. Oh, yeah. And then Keith is back into her life. So I have no idea what happens, but this could possibly end up being a good book. This is kind of cool. Like, wish it was like bigger. Yeah, this looks odd. Anyways, bye. Tell me if you want like more in detailed reviews of any of these books. So yeah, bye.